Hi, my name is Norma Johnson. I'm a licensed pharmacist as well as a licensed insurance agent, and I specialize in the Medicare space. I wanted to bring this presentation. I'm going to share my screen so that y'all can see that. Or see it. I wanted to bring this presentation to the pharmacy community because as a pharmacist, having spent 22 years with CVS Pharmacy, I understand the dire need that some independent pharmacies are in, as well as the complete burnout that a lot of retail pharmacists are feeling currently. God knows I lived it. And I started down a different path in 2020. And it was a path that, had I known about it years ago, I'm sure I would have taken it. It has been completely rewarding, and is really giving me my life back. And so over the course of the last few years, I have not only started my own agency and become successful with it, but I have also helped about 17 other pharmacists come on board into Medicare Sales. And it's just rewarding to be able to give pharmacists a path to get out of what they're in. So I wanted to present today the path to profitability, where pharmacists meet a Medicare opportunity, because that is what we're talking about, and it's very important. So a little bit about me. Again, I just said that. Spent 22 years with CVS Pharmacy, left in 2020. Started my Medicare career. And that's about it. If you want to read more on me, you actually can. And today is where I'm at. I'm one of the industry leaders, handling all things Part D in the Medicare space. I speak to large groups on a regular basis and speak to hundreds, if not thousands, of agents a year across the country, and be able to help them as well, just during or doing Part D. But let's talk today about a little bit of the market challenges, and you know what those are. Those of you that work for independent pharmacies know the struggles even far more than I do. Your options and a path to move forward. What can you do to do something different? And that's what we're trying to do, is provide you that path. So of course, the market challenges, we know: reduced reimbursements. Anybody that knows me knows that a PBM is not my friend. I speak out against them on a regular basis. And, it's unfortunately, it's the environment that we work in, and it's not right. And it's heartbreaking, but it is what it is, and we have to move forward. So at this point, we're trying to help independent pharmacies generate income in a different direction. Sometimes, and I've had numerous conversations with independent pharmacies, sometimes it's doing expanded vaccines, right? If you're not doing Part D and Part B vaccines, there's an opportunity. Sometimes it's getting into more compounding. Sometimes it's doing a cost plus model that you can do on a contract basis to bring in additional revenue. I've talked to those pharmacies that said, you know what, we're just not going to take insurance anymore. We're going to go all cash. There's a variety of things, but all you're trying to do at the end of the day is survive. And it's becoming increasingly impossible. So the Medicare opportunity, even though you cannot combine it with an independent pharmacy or any pharmacy, it's an alternative way to bring in revenue that you, as a pharmacy owner, maybe some of your pharmacists, maybe some of your staff, can pursue outside of the normal realm of pharmacy. So it works kind of in junction, but it is separate. It has to stay separate because of conflict of interest regulations, right? Everything we do in the Medicare space is all about CMS, and we like to comply with their rules and regulations. So we know the challenge is reimbursement, reduced reimbursement, non-existent reimbursement, DIR fees, which you've been used to, increasing operational costs. Nothing is getting cheaper. Everything is costing more, and it's just squeezing more and more and more, right? So whether you're, like I said, an independent pharmacist or a pharmacy, or even a pharmacist, your costs are going up at home. The stress level is intense. It's not a great place to be now. And of course, pharmacist burnout. I mean, I was perfectly happy until about 2017, 2018. And that's when our hours kept getting cut back. We had less staff, less overlap. They kept asking us for more things, more activities. And then God knows what happened, COVID. And oh my God, the work got more, the shots, the testing, it's been madness. And honestly, I feel like pharmacists deserve a break, right? We've worked so hard to do what we're passionate about, doing our part to help people live a longer, healthier life. But in turn, to what degree? To our own detriment? I don't know. Sometimes I think we put in too much and we're expecting too little. But unfortunately, we're playing by other people's rules. And I was sick of playing by other people's rules. So today, I'm happy to say I control my own schedule. If I want to go and do an in-home visit and talk to somebody for 2 or 3 hours, I can do that. You know, if I want to stay on the phone a little while and have a non-important chit chat with a client, I can do that. Do I want to go to activities and be in my community and enjoy not only my clients, but potentially future clients? I can do that. I can take vacations when I want to with my family. You know, I don't have to ask anybody for a vacation approval. I can take days off. I don't miss events. I can do what I want to do. And it's been a joy over the last few years giving that option back to pharmacists that have been working with me. It's been a joy to watch. I've seen some of them take extended trips. Just had one that returned from, I don't know how long she has gone, but I'm totally jealous, and just took a huge road trip with a friend around the country. So those are the things that you actually can do. You can do, and I will show you how to do it. So you have two options. You can follow the status quo and do exactly what you're doing today. Is anything going to change? I don't see anything changing. It's going to get worse. It's not going to get better. I deal with training agents across the country right now on the Inflation Reduction Act. That is going to cause changes, a rippling effect through our entire industry. And we have to be prepared. As an agent, I have to make sure my clients are prepared. As a leader, I have to make sure that the people that work with me and partner with me as my downline are prepared. We are going to have one of the most stressful, busiest, confusing, emotional ridden AEPs that we have ever had, and that is because of the effects of the Inflation Reduction Act. So you can do nothing and just do everything the same as what you've been doing and see if anything changes. As a pharmacy owner, you can continue to lose revenue, depleting your pharmacy of its potential success. As a pharmacist, you can continue down your same grind, God bless you, until you burn out. Or you can decide to take the path of Medicare and let me help you become successful. I'm very passionate about it, and I will work extremely hard to make that happen. You know, over the years, I feel like at one point in time, I feel like I was breeding pharmacists. As a pharmacy manager, I had at one time 5 interns that worked for me. And some of them stemmed from and grew from technicians. And I almost feel guilty today because I promoted the profession. And now they're stuck in a career that is just a daily grind. So for me, it's personal. I want to help as many pharmacists get out of the rat race that you possibly can. But at the same time, we're caregivers, right? We're healthcare professionals. We want to be involved. We want to be helpful. We're very compassionate people. And Medicare allows you to do all of those things, but you get to call the shots. So as a pharmacy owner, increase revenue by offering Medicare products to your community. Now, again, you do have to operate the pharmacy separate from your insurance business, but there are ways to actually conduct the business even in your own building, just not behind the pharmacy counter. You can most certainly have an office in the building. I have every intention of helping you grow to the point that you're able to actually either close shop if you want to, maybe do things different, stop taking insurance if you want to, and be able to have that secondary revenue stream. So by golly, you can bring revenue at least into your bank account so that you can fund other things as you want to. That is actually my goal. For a pharmacist, I want to be able to help you stop the cycle, right? Stop giving so much of yourself to an industry and a job that doesn't appreciate you. Let's get you back to your family and doing activities that you love to do at the same time of still being able to feel gratitude and appreciation of the opportunity to work with seniors and Medicare recipients. Some of them are younger, but a vast majority of people we deal with in Medicare are our seniors, our grandparents, our parents. And it is very rewarding. So I want to be able to help you down that path to see how successful you can be. Because if you follow my lead, I will give you the tools to make you successful. So benefits of Medicare sales. There are more millionaires in the insurance industry than any other industry in this country. I know many, many people in this industry that are worth 50 million and more. It takes work, it takes drive, it takes just doing what you need to do in order to generate that kind of revenue. But it is possible. Anything is possible. Flexible schedule. You get to name your schedule. You want to work some in the morning and take some afternoons off? Do it. You want to work a 4-day week? Do it. You want to work a 7-day week? Do it. Whatever you want to do, do it. But make sure you stop missing birthdays, graduations, weddings, family vacations. You deserve those things. So I want to be able to give those back to you. Fulfilling career. I'm telling you what, this is far more fulfilling as a pharmacist pursuing a Medicare sales career than working the grind in the pharmacy has ever been. You actually get to have a relationship with your clients. Generational wealth. That's huge because, of course, over the years, if you've grown a pharmacy, that's what you expect, to be able to hand the pharmacy off to the next generation. Unfortunately, I feel like we've run to the end of that road. So you have to figure out your exit strategy there. Well, what's next? If you're not ready to retire, what's next? How about building an insurance agency that you can actually pass down through the generations? Again, I know many, many that are in second line for somebody that had a parent who actually built the agency and has handed it off. I know one recently just sold half of his company for $70 million. That is impressive. And that is what we're capable of. Benefits you'll get from working with us. Let me explain a little bit of how the Medicare and the insurance world works. Medicare gets to set all the rules and regulations that we have to follow. They approve plans, as you know, and of course, those are done with the healthcare plans, Humana, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, Anthem, WellCare, you name it, all of them. So they get to tell the carriers, approve their plans, tell the carriers how they're supposed to do things. From the carriers, it goes down to an FMO, Field Marketing Organization. Those are big agencies. They're not selling policies, they're managing people. They're working with compliance. They're bringing us software and tools that we can use to be successful. Under the big FMOs is usually an MGA, which is a mega general agency. As somebody works with more and more agents, they go higher up the chain so that they get overrides in order to help the people that they are mentoring and they're helping in this process. Because it's at the end of the day, it's all about compliance. So we want to be compliant with Medicare, but at the same time, we want to do what's right and help our seniors and our clients. So with us, we bring you the structure, the technology, the ability. You get my hands-on approach as well. I lead agents across this industry in prescription drugs. I provide all kinds of tools that they can use. Those people are not actually under me as an agency owner. Those people are just agents, and I'm still very committed to them. So the people that fall under me as far as agents under my agency, I'm very dedicated to. So mentorship, I'm going to do everything in my power to make you successful. I want you to be successful. Tech advancements. I feel like the FMO that I have aligned myself with is the top of the market. Remember the one I just said that just sold 51% of his company for $50 million? Oh, I'm going to correct that. It wasn't $50 million. It was $70 million. And you can actually go and do some Google searches and look up the name Justin Brock. It was him. He is my FMO. And I'm thrilled to be under him. He brings technology, he brings business sense, he brings us what we need in order for us to be successful. Because at the end of the day, if I'm successful, he's successful. If you're successful, I'm successful, he's successful. It's driven that way. We want you to be successful, and we have the years in this industry to make that happen. Marketing campaigns. I have many, many marketing campaigns that are just sitting there waiting for you to give to your patients. I will help you give them. I do it with other agents. I'm more invested when people are actually aligned with me. Branding, we can definitely brand you. We can get you out in the market, make sure your doctors and healthcare facilities in your area know that you have now branched into Medicare. Retention, we want to help you build your client retention. You have the patients. Let's turn them into clients. Could definitely be a win-win. They already love you, right? You're already their pharmacist. You're already their pharmacy. They're already committed to you. They already probably come to you and you look up their Part D plans or their MAPDs and help them, potentially guide them in enrollment. Why not get paid for what you're doing? And then, like I said, the money is incredible. Best quality. You will not find a more passionate mentor than I am. I know there's others out there. I'm not the only one aligned, but I guarantee I'm one of the leaders in this industry, and I am a pharmacist. I'm very dedicated to both, and I'm committed to helping pharmacists and pharmacy owners get out of the rat race and become successful. What other customers say? Ripple Patel, who is in Columbus, Ohio. I've known him for decades. He absolutely is one of my greatest mentors of all time. He is an independent pharmacy owner himself, or he was. He actually has sold it. He now does other things, which one includes the owner of SaveOnRx.net. He also does cost plus model. He is working with independent pharmacists across the country as well. And we work a lot of times in tandem in order to help our independents find a way to survive. Very dedicated, and definitely one I appreciate. Dominique Deerstring is down in Florida. She is a pharmacist that started with me probably about 3 years ago and has a blossoming agency. A lot of times with pharmacists, we have a big career, or we have a big income to replace. Will you replace it overnight? Not overnight. Now, the ones of you that own independent pharmacies and have access to all those patients, you could do extremely well coming in AEP. So it is a possibility that you could do extremely well for yourself and your family. As a regular pharmacist, it will take time, but if you are patient and let me guide you and let me help you, we will get you where you need to be. Are you going to be making 100,000 the first year? If you're just an individual pharmacist, probably not. However, there is a good chance this year, beyond anything we've ever seen, because of the impact of the Inflation Reduction Act, it could happen. I'm not going to say I don't know people that have done it. They have done it. Is it hard? Is it easy? No, it's hard. But it's possible. But independent pharmacy owners that have access to all of your patients and already have a relationship with all of them, it is quite possible. And we will do whatever it takes to give you whatever automation, whatever help it takes to make you successful. So change is hard, but I'm here. I'm here to guide you every step of the way. There is a process, but I need you to get on it, right? We have annual enrollment period that's starting in October. Right now, we have got we are running a massive campaign trying to educate seniors and Medicare recipients across the country on the effects of the Inflation Reduction Act. We are going to see an AEP that we have never seen before. So we need a lot of agents. You know, a lot of times in pharmacy, it's like oversaturation, right? You have to worry about what you're going to get paid. No, in the insurance industry, there's far more seniors than we have agents. And some of those seniors, even though there might be an agent out there, might not think they need an agent. By golly, they need an agent this year, you know, way beyond anything that they've ever had to do. So I'm here to help you. So let me guide you down this path. If you're ready to move forward, start the next step process. If you have questions, you can always email me at norma@yourmedicarepharmacist.com. But if you can go through and start the process, I would do it quickly if you're interested in starting this. It's going to cost very little, but will it take time to first get your insurance license? Yes. Will we have to get you through the AHIP, which is a test required by Medicare? Yes. But as pharmacists, we're already tested to death. You know how to study. You know how to take a test. It is not hard. Will it take commitment to get it done quickly? Yes. Why do you need to get done quickly? Because we have AEP coming. There's a lot of marketing that we could do for you and help you do if we get on it now. So the first step is going to be an insurance license. Second step is going to be the AHIP. I can guide you through the AHIP. We can do some classes, do some 101s. We'll get you through the AHIP. Then comes contracting. We'll get you contracted with the contracts that you need with the carriers that you need for your area. And then we will get you moving. I will be here with you. Thanks a bunch. Have a great day, and I hope to talk to you soon.